Let's go to this taco place. God damn it. I mean, that that sucks.
The fake media tried to stop us.
Naturally, I'm gonna... was a very dramatic twirl. Ah. Of course. Boy, I love a shotgun. Don't you dare cook. Wow, I thought that was a guy for a second. should go with the pump. Why that? I mean, am I going crazy here? Oh my God. Everybody hiding. Oh my god. Fucking guy's hiding. Alrighty. Definitely two. how did that not take him out one shot to the face? And where are these people coming from? What's up? So no, yep. So no, no. What I was saying is no ESPN tonight.
Oh, no. Why am I not ready? There we go. No, they hired 2 more trainers this year. So I was able to get... We had too many trainers on here, so I was like, guys, I'm just taking it off. You guys handle this.
So you were right. So Joker is getting a lot of. It's the critics hate it, but everybody else loves it, which seems to be a going trend.
Yeah.
Like that critics, if it's a potentially pop culture negative, they can't like it, and if it's a pop culture positive, they have to like it. Like, did you see the movie Widows?
No.
Okay, so it's if you remember her, she's the lead actress was the black woman from the movie Fences. Viola, you would recognize her, Viola Davis.
Oh, yeah, I know her. How to Get Away from Murder.
Yes, she's awesome. She's great. She's great. She's like one of the best actresses alive. And yeah, she can do everything. And it's this movie where it was a bank robbery where she was like the ringleader.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And it was it was because it was a bad movie. It just was a bad movie, you know. But because it was a, you know, actress in that particular role, brave choice, that they were like, oh, this movie should be nominated for Academy Award. It's just a bad movie, you know. You know, it was one of those where critics were like 99%, and you know the normal people were like, yeah, it's just not a good movie, you know.
I remember the very first Spider-Man was like that. Like, it got like half a star review, and then they amended it after people were going nuts saying this is amazing.
Wow. Are you above me?
No, there's about 50 people there.
There's somebody directly above me. I'm drinking a chug jug, so let's hope he doesn't decide to attack anytime soon. They're running around back. Got him.
Oh, fuck. Get up here. He's running out front.
What do you mean he's running out in front? Oh, who the fuck's shooting at us?
There's another one up there.
Up top again?
Yep.
What the hell is happening? That means there's somebody else here.
Yep.
And he's a bad shot. Alright, so the guy's on the roof.
You don't have any health stuff.
None.
I'm dead. He's right up on top here.
Hold on, I gotta...
Wow, you cut that close. There's somebody running over. They're coming around the corner here, Ryan.
Well, let's try it. Oh, I ran out of ammo! Oh!
It was a good try. Who the hell's calling me? I gotta take this up right back.
Okay. I don't even know what you marked. Oh. Oh shit, we got a long way to go. Oh. Oh. Yep. Holy cow. I've got 2 med kits. Jesus Christ, could we have had to have run any farther? There, you can have that. Wow. Oh, come on. Oh, I hope I don't run into anybody. Oh my god, dickhead. How I haven't gotten shot. Wow. You know what? Holy Jesus.
Alright, I'm back. I'm back right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, my grandmother had to go to the hospital today.
Let me go to the bathroom.
That was a good round.
How old is Grandma? What?
Yep, her and she's got her husband still, and they live on their own still.
How old?
96. He just gave up the car 5-6 months ago.
Wow.
He's got early stage Alzheimer's.
At what, 96? Is that, I mean, does he have early stage Alzheimer's, or is it just, he's 96?
It's Alzheimer's. Diagnosed. And he watched his mother go through it, and it was it's his number one fear of having to go through it. So he knows he has it, and he knows it's coming.
Now, not to get real dark on our stream, but do you think, I mean, that's one of my fears too. And I know things change as you get older. I'm fairly certain that's all she wrote for me. Like, I'm not 100% saying it.
I get what you're
Somebody's on me. What the hell?
Here.
And bandages? Heals? Anything? Alright.
Did you get rid of both of them? Or just...
I mean, just the standard. Get rid of both of them.
You're gonna need it more than me. There's a big potion.
See if there's any, mushrooms.
Medkit over here.
I'll take the med kit. Where is it? Here, and you take the big.
Did you take? Oh, I fell. But yeah, that's got to be a more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you want to go out who you are,
Yeah. Like, he watched his grandmother, or his mother go through that. Like, that's awful. You get shot at?
No, I just shot that.
Hey, we're in the circle.
Is it, so it's hereditary to a certain extent?
Oh, don't put, I didn't think of it that way. I'm sure.
I mean, that's just, because that hit his age, I don't know if it's, that's a long time, to have your marbles go now, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's been a couple years, I guess. He, up until,
was he the golfer?
4 years ago? No. He's dead. I've got 4 splashes. You can have this. He, up until 3 years ago, he was mowing 8 of our neighbors' lawns. Like, he's the most active guy you'd ever see.
That's probably why he made it as long as he did.
Oh, for sure.
You don't use it, you lose it. What did you highlight anyway? Oh.
It's infantry.
What?
People aren't starry. They don't see me, but there was one guy right over there. Actually, right there, too.
Where's right there? If he pauses, I'm taking a shot.
I saw one other person. I don't know where he is, though. Sniper!
Where's the sniper at?
He was in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Shotgun here if you want it. Oh, there's somebody else here. Well, good work.
How much small ammo do you have?
Like,
I got 48. Somehow.
what weapon you using?
What weapon am I using? I got blue mini. I got the blue mini, blue pump, gold,
I can't open these stars.
AR.
Fuck.
Yeah, sometimes if they're underneath the ground, they get a little goofy.
Can you open that one?
No. Sometimes if they're underground, they get a little goofy. What are you highlighting?
There's another star I was gonna have you try.
Oh, no. Wow, I could actually heal up if I pay attention here.
It'd be nice to get some goddamn heals.
I got... I got 4 smalls. Can you drop that mini? That was 22 people.
We got a drop coming near us too.
Yeah.
We are dead, well, at least I am, dead center of this fucking thing.
What did you get anyway?
Rocket
You got a slurp or something.
Oh, big motion.
Let's get as far north as we can.
On you.
That way. Do you have any, anything?
I have 0 heals, not even wraps.
There's
You already
19
went through
people.
everything in here, right?
Yeah. Man,
There's people building way down. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. It's me walking into focus.
let's take this northern side. So we know we only got people on one side.
I've got a fire voice. I didn't realize I had that. Well, someone's been over here because I didn't come over and open this.
Yeah, I have.
Rockets.
Yeah, I gave them all 10. Oh, no, that was last game. Wow!
Attaboy.
Jesus Christ.
We're not gonna have much time. Come on. Oh, there's people here.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a sniper.
Yeah, I got him. God damn it. God damn it.
Good showing.
Ryan Schofield is one of these like hardcore baseball fans that doesn't understand why baseball is boring. And his answer was, his question on Facebook was, what play in football is more exciting than a relay play to home in baseball? I'm honestly very curious. And the first comment was, extra point. The next one was, fair catch, flea flicker, Statue of Liberty.
The only argument he has is now's the time when baseball's really fun to watch.
I agree. Now, baseball is great this time of year because the games actually mean something.
Yeah, regular season almost as bad as NBA regular season. It's just unwatchable.
I mean, I think, I think hockey's in the same boat, even though for some reason you have a completely different viewpoint. It's the exact same thing. They're all, that's because you're maybe the most biased person I've ever even heard of. like in a picture where they went sports bias, your head would be right there. Like it would be a picture of Mark Caswell, and underneath it would say, he knows sports except for these topics, in which case it's like talking to a small child. Like that's
If you're not a hockey fan, I get it.
No, because it's true. It's true. You've always acted as if hockey players don't take plays off. They absolutely do. If you don't think they do, you're hallucinating. Hockey players take off. Hockey players take as many plays off as every other major sport. They are not unique.
Changing the argument.
No, but all sports they take off. That's ludicrous. That's ludicrous to think that they play. That's ludicrous to think that they play hard the entire time. I mean, that's just wrong.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean,
Nobody
hockey.
takes games off for low.
Hockey players 100% will have fictitious injuries throughout a year. 100%.
Tell that to Keith Yandel, who's playing in the
tell that to fucking lots of players in basketball. I mean, each player
like
has.
who?
Like who? You don't think that Russell Westbrook plays to nauseam?
I'm out of ammo. He's focused on me. Yeah, I've got.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I missed that many shots on that guy?
It's so bad in the NBA of people have
You know,
to
dude,
tease off
dude,
about
you're not,
they have to make rules. They
again,
make rules.
again, these are topics that you're not a competent sports fan. So so there's no argument. Like it's just delusional nonsense that comes out. That you have no idea of what you're talking about. So like legitimately every person tunes you out when you start. Like when you talk about the Patriots, everybody tunes you out. It's just like, why listen to them? It's all irrelevant. It's all irrelevant facts.
You're right.
But I will agree, baseball, basketball, hockey, all of those sports absolutely need to cut down their seasons. They're too long. They're too long. They're too low television ratings. Especially with hockey and baseball being the lower side of the television ratings. Yeah, I think
schedule length is good.
I mean, that's because you're delusional. So again, we don't need to hear your opinion on it. Okay, so every other sport other than the one Kaz likes should shrink their season.
Basketball superstars don't even want to play as many games as they are.
I guarantee you, if you pulled hockey players, they would all go, you know what, the season is a little too long. We should cut down to 60 games.
I don't know if it's ever been discussed.
That's because no one watches enough hockey for it to matter.
But those guys play. Superstars play night in and night out.
Except they only play one period.
Oh, stop it.
Right? They only play one period.
And in that period, they travel just as much.
Yeah, well, they play. Well, again, they play one. They play one period on skates, so they're moving around easier.
Much harder than it is.
Look, stop talking about the buy. I don't care. You're like, it's just honestly, you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you really don't, and that's what's so bizarre. That you work for the worldwide leader, and you legitimately can't see how insane you sound that you should cut all the other sports, but hockey's the one which gets the lowest ratings. The lowest. Football. I've heard you on this stream, which I have probably recorded, you saying that football is perfect the way it is, and they should get rid of Thursday night games again.
Well, they should get rid of Thursday night games. They should add a 17th game. I mean, it should be your natural rival, Giants, Jets, and a neutral site kind of thing. Cowboys.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Well, now you won't. Yeah, now you can shoot. Had you just committed, you would have had it.
Yeah, I got freaked out. No, NFL should definitely go to 17. Strip down preseason games, go to 17 games. Everybody plays a neutral site game. This way nobody loses a home game.
I think it should just stay the way it is.
How about adding a playoff seed? And that naturally adds another game.
You know what, to your point, the best idea I've ever heard about doing it for basketball, and maybe hockey would adopt this too, is that the people that are out of the playoffs have to play in a bracket, in a bracket to get the first seed. Bill Simmons came up with that idea. That there should be because too many teams now realize that throwing, or think that throwing, is the way to go.
Yeah. All sports should have a lottery of some sort, though.
Yeah, but then you go into, are they rigging it? Which we know that the NBA, I'm sure, has. The 2 times LeBron James leaves the team, they magically get the first round pick. You know, especially, I think Adam Silver is more on the up and up. David Stern was a fucking...
Best commissioner of our lifetime.
He would cheat at anything.
The frozen envelope?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Frozen envelope, Michael Jordan's gambling.
All sports are corrupt in that way.
I don't know. I still think if you cut it down to 60 games, Major League Baseball down to 60 games. The problem with baseball is the records hold so much emphasis on the person's greatness. Where in a lot of sports, the records don't necessarily mean anything. Like in basketball. The records mean nothing. You know, like, no one cares who's all, you know, is Michael Jordan not better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Of course he is. You know, nobody cares about points.
Yeah, but a lot of baseball records were set back when teams played 130 games a season.
No, I agree.
120, 130 is the number for baseball.
I mean, it would probably add years to their... Well, baseball's not exactly...
I'd hate to see the NHL do it. They really should cut back on teams in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So good.
No, now that is, yes. Playoff hockey is fantastic.
And anything can happen. I mean, both 1 seeds went down to 8 seeds last year.
Yeah, but that's just because of parity.
Much better sport setup. How about a minor league baseball player posted his salary for the year? How much do you think he made?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I'm actually going to guess high. Because I've heard that minor league baseball players do make pretty decent money. If they're the right time person. But go ahead, I don't know.
$10,000.
What league?
I gotta look, I think it was AA.
Because I've heard that sometimes the, like, older players, like if they've been...
Oh, like independently? Yeah, they can make...
Like 80, you know, to play a game.
This guy, the guy who started for the Twins the other day, he actually, he would drive for Uber in the off season just because he was paid so little. This guy, after all his costs and everything, ended up losing about $400 this season. He said every year he spent more and more money. He lost more and more money to play baseball. That's baseball to the salary. So then the trickle down is amazing. You see it in every other sport. develop the minor leagues and develop players in-house rather than free agents.
I mean, I think, but baseball's always had the best union. You'd think that that would translate down. Or are they kind of like the NFL, where they only care about...
Well, it's set up different.
Like, the NFL doesn't give a shit about their former players, which is crazy to me.
No, but
Yeah.
there's also two different unions. Major League Baseball union and a Major League Baseball union. Same thing in NHLPA and PA. They're two totally different unions.
And hockey's made a lot of mistakes, right?
Those guys are compensated really well.
No, but I mean, they've been locked in. But they're the one sport that's really had some pretty serious lockouts.
Yeah.
Can you carry anything? No, heals, because I got splashes. What was the year they got locked out and they all went to Russia? They've had 2 lockouts, right?
Well, they had one lockout the last entire season. They had a lockout.
God, to lose an entire season, that's just crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
They didn't lose an entire season.
No, I was sad when they did not.
Oh, no, because they had enough common sense to say, oh, this isn't going to benefit our sport.
When they came out that year and said like 20, I think it was 24. Every year.
Oh my, well, yeah, and
obviously that's inflated.
that is the most, that's the one where I love how you don't listen to Colin Cowherd on that topic. What a crock of shit.
Even if it's only 50% of the teams, which I
It's none of them. It's none of them. They don't even get close to losing money. The NBA is absolutely the most profitable of all the major sports for the owners. They sold you guys a fucking bill of goods so far that it's staggering that you guys believe it.
See, there's two different.
No, there isn't.
They generate league money.
Yeah. But you're talking about a team that the Milwaukee Bucks were bought for $500 million 5 years ago, and they would be sold for $1.5 billion.
There's a difference between operating at a loss, but still profiting. Because these owners get the money from revenue sharing and stuff like that. But I bet you teams like the Atlanta Hawks, they don't make money as a team.
Sure, but the value of their property went up by
Correct.
17 times. Yeah. You know, that the NBA owners should never have been allowed to even fucking bring up. Do you still have your bat?
No. Oh, there's no doubt they're making money. But the teams are operating at a loss. I would be willing to bet at least 50% of the teams are at a loss. Just because of how bad the quality of basketball is inside of.
Yeah, that's just, now you're just, the reason why they might lose money, which I don't believe they do, considering they've got an unbelievable revenue, and most of their stadiums do sell out. Maybe not to the extent of like a hockey.
You guys got a sniper, he's tagging me every time I peek. Can't really do anything.
You have any jump pads?
Nope.
Where are you?
Right next to you.
You've got a big wall.
These guys don't freaking miss. Can we go behind this hill over here?
Might as well.
If we get to Gotham, we'll be alright.
Yep. Well, that was a mistake. I'm leaving that thing there.
There's people running that way too. They're running on top of the hill up here.
Jesus Christ. None of these guys have missed this entire time.
Go up there or no?
Might as well.
Got one.
What? There was a guy behind us? Attaboy, Kaz.
Yeah, I'm screwed here. I got 11 health. Oh, somebody sniped him just after he got me.
That's awesome. Well, hey, at least you distracted him for a worthy snipe.
I got 2 there. I'm heating up. Like, if you were offered the chance to buy an NBA ticket at street value, how many teams would you be like, yeah, I'll spend $120 on a ticket to go see that team in the NBA? Seriously. Regular season game.
Probably $150. I mean, now you are pricing it higher than it is, but
I figured it'd be a good ticket. Let me see what it is. Hold on.
yeah, a good ticket, you're saying. But I mean, there's also a lot higher than that for good tickets.
The average ticket price for a Cavs game is $150 from a quick Google search.
From a Cavs?
Cavaliers.
Yeah, but again, you're using Caswell shocking bias, where the the courtside seats are usually like 5,000 or 10,000, right?
I understand that.
Okay, so it does skew the number. You can buy a very good, but if you had to say the number of $150, like if you're just gonna be, $150, there's probably 10 teams I would watch at for $150.
Okay, now imagine you bring home, what's the median income? $50,000 for a family, $60,000.
What's the average hockey ticket? A nickel? Is it a nickel for average hockey?
There's more teams people would be willing to watch if they're fans of hockey and basketball. In hockey, the NBA, there maybe 2 teams now.
I mean, you really don't know what you're talking about. And like the worst thing is you do, and this is like what Roll says. This is the stick. It's like your stick went too far.
There's like 4 to 6 teams that matter in the NBA.
Like the reason this is why I hate talking to you about hockey, and I'll sum it up for you here. Because I will say things like, hockey's a really good sport, and your response will be, that's because stupid people like basketball. Like that's why it's so relevant to talk these topics with you, because you actually did tonight. you said about we have the tape. This is legitimately recorded, and you can listen to where you started saying basketball and baseball should cut all their games down to 2. Oh, okay.
You started that conversation. I didn't say that. I didn't say 2.
I just think there are obviously more basketball fans than hockey fans because it's a much more popular sport.
And well, that's where I say.
I mean, it's not even close that it.
Yeah,
hockey players. That's the hub of.
It's a far more intelligent game.
Both sports are the hubs of intelligence.
It takes far more intelligence to play hockey than it does to play basketball.
I mean,
that's not even arguable.
You've always been wrong so far. Why stop the trend?
It's not even debatable.
The NBA teams lose money. They don't. More people watch it. Less people will be willing to spend the price for the tickets, which they do. But other than roadside, there's no hockey team at all that probably sells tickets at the rate of a courtside ticket in the NBA. Do you have any idea how much a Golden State Warriors courtside ticket costs?
All right, if you're talking premier team,
New York Knicks, one of the worst teams in the league. One of the worst teams in the league.
Now you're making my argument how stupid people
Boston Celtics. I mean, every team. I bet you if you compared apples to apples, city to city, that there's 2 things in, NBA tickets are far more expensive.
I would make the argument at Toronto, actually, even this year, probably.
Oh, fuck no. Dude, Toronto, yeah, Toronto, you're probably close to being right. That's probably your
Last
closest.
year, you probably would be right. This year, I think. I don't know, because last year Toronto had a lot of hype, too.
They
That's the only-
they
that's
fucking
the-
sell out. They sell out a lot. The Raptors.
I don't think the Maple Leafs haven't had a sellout.
Well, yeah, well, they are the Maple Leafs. They are.
And that's the only
They are the. What are they? Are they the Yankees considered? Or is that the Montreal?
That'd be Montreal. Where are you?
So what's the comparison of, in baseball terms, what are they? Yeah. The Red Sox, they haven't won in a long time?
Not the curse narrative, but probably the Cubs. Take the curse narrative out of it as far as popularity, and no matter how bad they are, they're always going to have a following kind of thing.
Who's the most popular NHL team?
That goes to my region. That's a sport that is really regional.
Unless you're a Colorado Avalanche fan. For no reason.
I thought the name Quebec Nordique was funny.
Hey, I actually do like that name. Hockey had some good shit that too bad they ruined it, like the Norris, the Metropolitan Division. That was awesome.
Major movies.
I mean, that's a good name.
I didn't really John Wick's house was still here.
Neither did I. And what I also have always liked, old organizations have better names in all the major sports. It's this new age bullshit of we're gonna call it the Wild, the Heat,
Those are horrible.
you know, Thunder, the Blue Jackets, that's what you're gonna fucking call a team, the Predators.
The Predator's the only one I like.
Like, Jesus Christ. Why don't we just start calling the names Vanilla? You know? Like the the Pistons is a cool name.
No.
Like the Pistons is cool. That's a cool name. You know?
With the Washington Bullets.
That's a great name.
That was appropriate, too.
Yeah, that's a great fucking name. Hell, the Celtics. You know, that's a cool name.
Can you
Not-
carry splashes?
I don't care about the Redskins because Native Americans don't actually care about the Redskins.
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
was done in honor of them.
Yeah, Native Americans do not care that it's called the Redskins. They don't. That is a
Kilbritter's the only one who's made an issue of it, and he's not even... There's some
That's
story behind him. He's not a real Indian or something like that.
that's a completely made up thing. Now, if you want to go like Chief Wampum, you know, that Native American awful thing that what are their names?
People here.
Get the fuck out of here. What is happening? I've been in the zone the last couple nights. I just want to point that out.
Yes, you have. Very maestro-esque.
Now where do I gotta get you? Oh, of course.
There's more on the way if you want to go like out of your way and go to this one.
Yep, I just pulled the Caswell.
Make sure you clip that, you jerk.
No, the Redskins is it. I think like I said, Chief Wampum with the Cleveland Indians, where they had that really picture of an Indian who had a clearly alcoholic nose, like that. Okay, like yes, you need to get rid of that. You know that I get. But the Native Americans, the Braves, no, you know, a lot of those things were just, it was just blown away. And I also don't understand, like, sometimes I think that you can, like, hold on. And sometimes I wish, like, sports teams would be more to avoid these situations. Like, why don't you just start calling them the Skins? You know? Just start calling them the Skins.
We have to call them Washington.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, just start calling them the Skins. You know, if it's gonna be this dramatic, just kind of drop the bullshit. Do you have any guns? That's what.
A gray pistol.
Oh, hey, there's a shotgun.
Sure, take the ammo, you jerk.
That's right. You don't have any. There's a hey.
I don't have time.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, the storm's on our ass.
I know. Yeah. Fuck. Are you stuck?
No.
Fuck. Now I'm stuck. I mean, there are... Like, what about the banana slugs? How about that one?
Yeah. Baseball's got some good names.
They do.
That's what minor league should be. It should be fun names.
I took a... Are they shooting at you?
I don't know who they're shooting at.
Come to me.
Right. Now they're shooting at me. There's somebody right on the ledge right up there. He might be eating somebody else now. Well, that worked out.
Yeah. There's still 20 people left, by the way. Have you picked that up yet? Nah, I'm good. I got the gold. Or, I think I just saw a guy there, but I'm not sure. I saw him and then I lost him. Up! Oh, there's a guy right in front of us. I don't know. Oh, there he is.
Somebody's flying in behind you. Two of them.
Ah! Oh, geez, I am on a roll here.
You are. It's all you tonight.
Oh, sorry.
It's gonna be a long night at this pace if we're playing until we get a W. Man.
But, did you see, fucking Jimmy Carter? The old ex-president? Black eye, fucking still building houses at 96? For Habitat for Humanity?
That's crazy.
He's a fucking... He was too nice of a person to be the president. What the hell were they thinking when they elected him?
Back when people had morals.
Now, but he's like super moral, dude. Like crazy, actually moral. Like he was too moral to be president. And you gotta have a little bit of, you know, they elected him because they just had, you know, Nixon was the president beforehand. And they were like, okay, we need to find the churchiest of churchy people.
Yeah. I so tuned out politics. If I didn't talk to you, I wouldn't have any idea.
Yeah, but sometimes it's funny. I mean, the great wisdom.
Yeah, I would never have seen that.
I mean, that's epic. That's one of the greatest things I've ever heard. Unmatched wisdom. Yeah, that workout was pretty tough today.
It looked it.
Are we gonna make it? Is what's his name? Yeah, who's the longtime hockey player? Jaromir Jagr. Does he still play?
Yeah. In Russia.
That guy's crazy.
He's still effective.
Well, isn't he though broke? Like, isn't I had heard one time that he had owed money to the Russian mob. And that was one of the reasons why he kept on playing. Now, this is a serious question. Why is it, of all the major sports, do hockey players age the best? Because there's a lot of really, like Chris Chelios, super high level, older hockey players. Why is that? That's an honest question. Because no other sport do you see that. You know, you just don't.
Baseball.
And name the last good 40-year-old baseball player. I mean, seriously, think about it. Pitchers, maybe.
And part of it's work ethic. Part of it, the conditioning that's needed. I mean, I can't speak for how other athletes train. I've never seen it. But like when I was working in hockey, these guys would come in, work out in the morning, do a light practice, do a cardio after for about half hour, go home, eat, come back to the rink, get a little bit of a cardio in, play the game, like bust their ass, and then go do another hour of cardio and sometimes lift. It's insane. I couldn't believe watching it. I mean, just playing Beer League, after I play a game at 10% the speed they, probably 5% the speed they do, the last thing I want to do is just ride home or do an hour.
Do you have anything? Because I got 2 bigs.
But I don't know how that compares.
Alright, I got small, so. But hell, Wayne Gretzky played till he was 40. Gordy played till he was 100.
That was a little bit, not a little bit.
Well, no, but he played until he was 50.
Yeah,
right?
But they were also protected. People knew not to hit them. What'd you drop? Where are they?
Well, no, they're marked over there.
Bigs or smalls?
Big and a small.
Okay. Let me do this and I can splash.
I'm
nobody
tall.
was knocking Gretzky's head off. Even if they had the chance.
Well, I always assumed that was kind of just part of it, but also that, Gretzky was, certain players in sports, are just like, yep, we're just gonna leave you alone. The refs aren't gonna call it,
I don't know how much of that there was, but there was also a different day and age. Like, even if you caught him with a clean check, a guy named Semenko, his nickname was Cement Head. If you hit him, it doesn't matter how clean, he's gonna come beat them. Shouldn't have said that. He's gonna beat the hell out of you.
I think that's where hockey and baseball, in my opinion, have gone awry. Is that it should have stayed. Some of the nastiness of hockey still remains, but the fighting, for the average fan, the fighting was the best part.
Oh, it's terrible how they do
it. That's kind of part of the allure of hockey,
Yeah. You knew there was a blowout game, you stuck around because you knew there was a fight at the end. Now there's hardly ever any fights. Nobody ever left their seat during a fight. That was the answer every time all these political people got their hands involved. Political correctness people.
I remember I was watching on that Bill Simmons show. You remember that last weekend tonight? Or the Wednesday something? Remember that show?
Oh, the one on Last Word, or yeah.
Yeah, Last Day Tonight, whatever it was, I don't know. It sucked.
Didn't last very long.
Yeah, well, it sucked. But there was one thing where Bill Burr and Wayne Gretzky were in the discussion of how to make hockey better. And, the topic of fighting and stuff like that came up. And then Bill Burr goes, hockey's fucking fine. And it caused, Wayne Gretzky to try to drop his politicalness and was like, yeah, it is. Hockey's fine. It should return back to the way, I think sports at its hurt, and NBA's been hurt by overexpansion, hockey's been hurt by overexpansion. I think there's a limit to how many great players there are. I think it should be, there's some more. I think they should shrink until the level of talent gets up there. Baseball 2 could fucking lose the Marlins tomorrow and nobody would care.
Analytics is what's truly killing the game.
Baseball or
All
hockey?
games.
Yeah, that's true. Except football seems to have less analytics as of now.
I don't think games like that you can really.
I mean, they used to say it about hockey and baseball too. Or hockey and
Baseball,
basketball. They used to say it about hockey and basketball too. And then now basketball, they can trace every person's step on the court.
Yeah.
You know, in hockey, I'm sure it's the same in hockey.
Yeah, that's what they're doing that a lot. Flow, effort, also.
Yeah.
But the hockey is a lot of returning to the norm kind of analytics. You know, like at the very oh, I'm getting shot at over there.
Where are they?
One down. I don't know.
Which one? Yeah, there is. Which side?
Left side of the trees, crawling towards the tree. I see him. Got a fireplace if we need it.
And
Did you pick up any rockets?
yes, I did. Was there anything back there?
Sniper, purple sniper.
Oh, I got it. There's a.
I'm gonna go.
And I've got a blah 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 blah.
People are here.
Yep. Before I could heal.
Hit one for 120. Andy, where he is?
Yep, he's in there.
He's down. There's a guy sniping from the top of the hill.
I don't have. Yep, I do, but I gotta get out of the zone.
Here.
Here, hold on, I'm running. Let's run. We can get ahead of this storm. But we've gotta hit it at the right angle.
I'm right on it. God. Careful of that sniper. Maestro's on fire this game.
Oh, come on.
What?
There's a guy right ahead of us.
Does he see us?
Assuming either that or he's in as bad a shape as we're in.
I don't see him. I got a fireplace if we need it. Here.
I don't. I've got.
You got the med kit?
Yeah, I've got 3 med. Wow. Right when I was getting attacked, I dropped my shields.
Oh. I don't see this guy. You didn't pick up any rockets, did you?
Yeah, I did.
There's only 12 people left. I hear him. Footsteps coming. I see the footsteps. I don't know where they are. There he is. Yep.
Alright. Screw it.
him for 121. Let's go.
Alright, I'm out of fucking shit again. I gotta get in it. No, I got a med kit. I got 3 of them.
That's what I thought. You gonna go to this house over here?
Where?
Right in front of us. There's a big wooden house.
Yeah.
Give me a second to heal up. You scared the hell out of me with that.
Of course, there can't be. Let's hope there's some shields in here.
That's gotta be incoming to us.
Yep.
Do you need meds? I got a ton.
Nah, I got enough. Where is he shooting from?
Directly in front of us.
There's somebody trying to flank. God damn it.
Yeah, that guy's good.
What the? I met Chris Chelios one time in a bar.
I think you told me that. You talked to him or something, and he was super cool or whatever?
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Great guy. In Madison, Wisconsin. He
A lot
played...
of the old school hockey players are down to earth cool guys.
Because I think he played for Madison. I think he played at Wisconsin hockey. Wisconsin hockey's good. They always have a good team.
Yeah.
especially that was back then. They had who was that? The coach who led the Miracle.
Oh, they had Herb Brooks?
Yeah, he was their coach.
Herb Brooks actually coached in Utica for 1 year or two. Talking about it making $1 bajillion out of doing one thing.
Yeah, no kidding. Was he a good coach outside of that?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I never really followed college hockey enough. I do now.
That, I mean, of all the sports, that's the greatest upset of all time. Period.
If I could go back in time to one.
Period.
If I could go back in time to one sporting event in time, that would probably be it.
I mean, if you ever watched that 30 for 30 on it, I mean, that Russian hockey team would have been the best NHL team.
Well, they beat a team of NHL All-Stars 10-0.
Yeah. Well, didn't they have a 7-game series against the Canadians? Canadian All-Stars?
They may have.
And I think the Canadians won, but he's on the...
Down.
Yeah. One shot.
Where is he?
He's on the right next to me. Down.
I heard steps, but they were you earlier. You know, we're both having good games, but we're not having them in the same game.
Wow, that one. Didn't I get credit for that kill?
No, I got both of them. According to this. There's a med kit here. Don't use the fireplace. I'll use the fireplace.
My dad said he pulled over on the highway to listen to it. Because back then it wasn't.
There's somebody here?
No. Yep.
Yeah, there is.
Where are they?
Up top here. One's just about dead. The no skin is just about dead.
Jesus Christ. I thought that was the no skin, otherwise I wouldn't have even started.
Were you cognizant of that game at all?
I'm not that old.
It was 1980.
Yeah, I was 3. No, I don't. I don't have any memory of it. I always remembered it, if that makes sense. Like, there was never a time where I didn't know about it.
Did you ever go up to Lake Placid?
Yeah, I did.
That's a nice weekend getaway if you ever want to take Megan somewhere.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
Yeah. Especially in the winter, though. It looks so gorgeous.
Are you on, you're on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
You ever,
Follow me.
I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But, there's a Golfaholics. They're a fun, they do YouTube channels. They're both really good golfers. But there's this one guy who's one of the guy's brothers who has the greatest swing on earth. Like, just the greatest swing. It's almost like perfect. Let's see if I can... They have a good YouTube channel.
I never noticed the sun rising like that over there.
Neither did I.
Did you see the Shambos gonna spend the off season getting swole, as he says?
Oh, he better. He's... Holy shit.
Some people coming.
No, I'm just very far away. Is there anybody with you?
Not that I saw.
Why? What does he have the reason to get swole for?
You know, I just read the headline. I didn't read the story.
All of these... I hope Kepka never changes his swing. You know? These guys, they always change their swing. They always do something stupid. Like Martin Clymer. You know, the guy has 2 majors and decides, and he can only hit a draw. I don't know if you knew that about Martin Clymer. Most people did. But he could only hit a draw. That's all he could hit. So he decided that he needed to learn how to hit a fade. And now he's a fucking wreck.
Did you see that Kelly?
Oh yeah, man.
No, like from Sunday.
Yeah. He fucking didn't miss a putt.
Well, not that. So he set a record for length of putts made. And PGA course record.
Yeah.
But
It's like
after the
500
round,
feet.
yeah, after the round, he impressed in Korean. Like, he made a statement. And
Yeah.
said, thank you for following me during all these false, especially during all these false rumors. He won't elaborate what the false rumors are.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What do you got there? Oh.
Yeah, I did see. Actually, there's a slurp up there.
Oh, too late now. But I'll take it. I mean, he's somebody I definitely root for.
Easy guy, too.
Well, and he never ran from it. That's what I always liked about it. Like, he was like, yes, I'm fucked up. I get it. You know? Because when it was really bad, it was kind of painful. And he took a lot of heat from by some of the players. But, I mean, he was just, I mean, if you saw it, I mean, he was a fucking train wreck.
Did you take that slurp?
Yeah. I didn't drink it, but...
That's fine. I'm carrying another one.
Well, then I'll drink it.
Yeah, after you mentioned that, I went and watched that video.
But he actually... even said, you know, like in an interview, I remember listening to it, it was a pretty major interview, and he basically said, here's the deal. And he wasn't, at that point in time, he wasn't like a solidified tour pro yet, so he didn't have a lot of money also. And he said, if I can win a tournament and allow myself to take some time off, I would do it, but I can't. I have to make money. That was a very real answer that he gave. He said, I know I'm sick. It's a, you know, and I was like, all right, I'll root for this guy forever. He didn't act like, you know, what's his nuts. Oh, I actually like DeChambeau. And my next set of clubs is goddamn gonna be all the same lengths.
You're on that train.
Yeah, because it makes sense. It makes so much sense that just stop. You don't, you know, if you know what I'm saying, like, it just makes so much goddamn sense.
Logically, yeah.
You know, people act like, well, but yeah, I mean, you don't really have to. That's the thing. You're not changing any habits. You're changing nothing. You already, I know how to hit a 7-iron. The 7-iron length isn't going to shock me. You know? I'm not going to be like, oh my goodness, I'm holding a 7-iron. Now, where you do have to be different is you would have to have, you know, the short clubs. You would have to have a gap wedge, you know, your approach wedge. You'd have to have all that. You couldn't, they would have to remain the same length. I think his wedges do stay the same.
I think every club in the bag, even man, I think they all are. Yeah, I got almost $200 in.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Force myself to get used to it.
Don't force yourself to get used to anything with a putter. Just, what you need to do is if it go through it, look, find the right one, and then pick it. There's no real, like, putting is all mental, you know?
That's what I'm saying. If I just buy it, it's in my bag, gotta use it.
Well, what type of putter are you trying to look at?
I probably, less than 4 or 5 years, I probably went to tournaments, something like that,
You just don't buy it?
Just nothing, like I'm gonna test stuff, it's just nothing fun. I don't like this being set. Looking at it, I don't like the putter being all set. I think if I just do it, it seems like every putter's like that.
They are for a reason. I don't even remember. What type of putter do you have?
It's like an old putter that I got when my parents bought my clubs in middle school or high school.
No? No wonder you're a bad putter. No, I was just making fun of you. You're not a bad putter.
Not you.
I was a bad putter this year. I had a few good putting rounds. That round at Turning Stone, that was a great putting round.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-putting as you're gonna see. That really was. And we played it into the hole, you know, we played except for that 170-footer that I just was like, I'm taking this putt. Well, it was like, but it wasn't like 18 inches or something.
Yeah, the one you stuck to like 2 inches or something. It was stupid close.
Oh, we're going the wrong way.
Are you carrying a Slurpee?
I drank it. But I got 6 faults. What time do you have to work tomorrow?
9 or 8:45 to 3.
How far away is this?
Yeah, I gotta go to a different store. It's about 45, 50 minutes, depending. Probably closer to an hour with traffic. I'm gonna send you a screenshot for this. But I think something with my buddy's business at Ryan Burrington is going to happen sooner rather than later.
Oh, so you're probably going down there?
I'm gonna try. No, it would be work from home. I'm gonna try to push that off to quarter.
I would not, dude. I would keep ESPN and do it.
Just dump Sasaki.
Sometimes it would be different if you were in UN and you made a ton of money.
Someone's coming at us.
Landing?
I heard them. Maybe they just flew overhead. Hey, oh, there's people.
How many, did that thing not just go off twice with them?
Yeah, it doesn't look like they did any damage to either of them.
He did post about hiring more people?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
I mean, dude.
It's a smooth, short swing.
Well, no, it's the third guy.
Oh. It's just like a pendulum.
I don't recognize that guy's name, though.
Yeah, that's the owner of the company. Ryan Burrington shared. Actually, it's on his Facebook page. You could probably see it. You're friends with him. I forgot about that.
But if that guy's making that much money, I mean, that's crazy level.